In association with Official Wrestling comes A Few Good Marks podcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this special look at the 2018 New Japan G1 Climax. I'm your host, Kieran, and I'm joined by a resident of A Few Good Marks, New Japan Boffin, Candy.
Hello.
So, today we were sat in the pub last night discussing the G1, and we thought, should probably put this on a podcast, really, shouldn't we? So we've decided what we're going to do.
The ideas you come up with.
I know.
After a few pints.
Isn't it genius? So what we're going to do is we're going to look at Block A. We're going to look at everybody who's in Block A, talk about the matches and who has the best chance of winning it. Then we're going to do the exact same on Block B, and then we're going to do who we think is going to win overall. Without further ado, actually, do you want to explain how the G1 works, for anyone who is thinking about getting into New Japan and doesn't know what the G1 is?
Well, the G1 is a round-robin tournament that takes place every year between July and August, and there are, in the current format, is it 10 or 12 people in each block, and they all face each other once. If you win the match, you get 2 points. If it's a 30-minute time limit draw, you get 1 point, and if you lose, it's 0 points. And at the end of the tournament, once you've faced everyone in your block, the person who has the most points in Block A will face the person who's got the most points in Block B. Whoever wins that match gets to main event the Tokyo Dome show on January 4th and have a chance at the IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Mm-hmm. Very prestigious. They've only brought that in the last couple of years, though, haven't they?
2012 was the first time they brought in the Tokyo Dome.
It's good. It definitely ups the ante a lot more.
It makes the tournament, because the prize just used to be a big trophy, a big check, and the G1 was prestigious. To win it, it meant that you had to beat the best in New Japan, but this had something extra to work for and gives it so much more importance.
Very, very true. And we should cover we'll cover that when we get to it. Anyway, I just kind of went through it and I was like, no, I can save that for later. So, in Block 1, Block A even, not Block 1, the quick rundown of all the competitors are Michael Elgin, Evil, Bad Luck Fale, Togi Makabe, Kazuchika Okada. Notice how my pronunciation of that's gone a lot better over time.
Yeah, your Togi Makabe wasn't great though.
Oh, I know. Hangman Page, Minoru Suzuki. Did I get that right?
Close enough.
Okay. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Jay White, and Yoshihashi. Yeah. I think the majority of this podcast is going to be me trying to pronounce Japanese names.
It is 10 people on each block.
10 people on each block. So, who out of that list? Obviously, the first name that jumps out is Okada.
Yes. Only just lost the title at Dominion in June.
You have to sort of favour him, don't you?
He's already won it twice. He knows what he's doing. He is the best in the world. He is the Rainmaker.
He is indeed.
And he's very much so. You can't count Kazuchika Okada, although he did lose in Manchester to
Zack Sabre Jr.
He
did. He's not in the same block though.
He's not. He's over in B block.
Yeah,
but it's
B block.
B block.
Is he doing science or maths?
He's been locked into B103 with Jenny. Well, that's alienated all
no, yeah.
all our audience.
I know, yeah. There's going to be 3 people who listen to this who are going to pop for that. Anyway, moving on.
But I was thinking this morning, and we'll get to this eventually, because we know the winner faces the champion at Wrestle Kingdom. Mm-hmm. We've all been thinking Kenny's going to be the champion come Wrestle Kingdom.
This is true.
He could very well lose it.
Yeah, this is true.
But I think if it is Kenny, why not Kenny Omega versus Hiroshi Tanahashi?
Yeah, I was thinking that although they're safe in saying that they could very well meet in the finals of this, with Omega being in the other block. But yeah, Tanahashi so we're getting Okada Tanahashi again, which is always spectacular. Suzuki's in there as well. Suzuki Tanahashi's going to be good. Suzuki's on the rise.
Yeah.
Suzuki is on the rise. He is I know he's old, but he's like getting pushed a little bit, just a little. And Suzuki-gun are getting more and more recognition and are becoming one of these big kind of stables. And I think that they ended the Manchester show, which we were at, with Suzuki-gun saying like, "This is going to be our year. Like, this is just the start. This title is just the start, and they're going to take, which fair play. Like, they could build up to it very easily.
It's like I think in terms of age, Suzuki is close to like the old lions of New Japan, like Tenzan and Nagata, who kind of opened the show and worked with the young lions. Suzuki, like, he keeps getting these main event pushes and title runs because they have so much respect for him, because he can still go at a high level, and I think he has more star power, and that's why he's in the G1 rather than like the older guys.
Yeah.
And like, we're looking as like, Suzuki, he probably won't win, but he's going to do well. He's going to rack up the points, and he's going to cause a lot of damage to people.
A lot of damage
in B block, A block,
in A
block A,
block A block.
A block. That's all. Right.
Humanities in English.
That's all I'm gonna. Yeah, geography upstairs.
Are there any other
special mention also to Jay White in Block A?
Yeah, I'm growing on Jay White.
His first G1.
Ooh.
Because of course he was on excursion last year.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I think Jay White Okada, Jay White Tanahashi, Jay White Suzuki are going to be ones to watch. I think Jay White could really shine in this.
It's like Jay White Tanahashi will be a rematch of the Wrestle Kingdom match that everyone kind of shit on.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It wasn't great. But like, he's had 7 months of experience now working in New Japan. He knows more what he's doing, so I think their rematch could be better. So Jay White Okada is the opening main event. So it starts July 14th, and the main event of the first show is Okada versus Jay White.
Oh wow!
And the semi-main of that show is Tanahashi versus Suzuki.
Oh,
so they've gone all in with the first show.
God, yeah.
And also a match that I made a note of this morning. It's Bad Luck Fale versus Hangman Page. Hangman Page is also his first G1.
Right, yeah, 2 Bullet Club guys.
But it came out this morning, the attack from Tamatonga on the rest of Bullet Club was organised by Bad Luck Fale.
Oh!
And although he wasn't in California, he was the one that put the call in and was like, now is the time.
Wow.
Let's do this. So Bad Luck Fale is now the chief guy in the Bullet Club riff, and Hangman Page is on the other side. So this is the first battle of the
that's
Bullet Club
cool.
Civil War.
That's really cool, actually. That's I'm really liking this. Just to kind of swerve from the G1 a sec, I really like what they're doing with the Bullet Club right now. Like, especially because it's such a global brand, and and Kenny Omega has been doing so well, and kind of like, I feel like Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks and even Cody as well, they've outgrown Bullet Club.
Yeah.
Like,
the Elite, their subgroup, is more important than the Bullet Club.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's how it's felt.
Yeah, absolutely. Year. Like, I even think Marty Scurll, I don't know whether he could do with. I certainly hope he doesn't leave very soon, given I just spent £25 on a t-shirt, on a Villain Club t-shirt. But so I mean, this could be. Was Marty? Oh, mind you, Marty's going to be on the other side, isn't he?
Marty's in the Elite.
Yeah. So he's going to be. So I think that's just like
Team Kenny.
Yeah.
Versus Team Tama.
Yeah. So I feel like, Team Farley, who would say.
Yeah, Team Farley.
So I feel like it's just going to be interesting where they go, and I feel like if they are going to split off and form a new faction in New Japan, that I wouldn't mind that at all, because I just feel like that they've been in the Bullet Club for so long, but they have outgrown it.
Yeah.
Regardless of how much merch they've decided to bring in. But anyway,
I think that is the main thing to why they've stayed. Like, rather than make the Elite separate, it's keep with the Bullet Club because you're selling merch.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, Okada Jay White, their match, it's 2 Chaos members going out. There's a lot of faction warfare in the G1.
Amazing. So is there any other like certain matches in between? Like, I think Elgin and Suzuki is going to be two big beefy guys. Elgin can strike. Apparently, I've heard Michael Elgin is unbelievably stiff to work with. I heard that off somebody backstage. He's ridiculously stiff, and there's no need for it.
Oh, right. Is he stiff on purpose, though?
I would imagine so. Well, I mean, I would imagine so.
Ah, right.
But yeah, that's just the only thing I know about Michael Elgin. Is
If Elgin's stiff and he's working with Suzuki, that's going to be a lot of forearms going on
it's
there.
going to be a hell of a match, that. So we'll see. So who do you reckon's winning that one then? The Block A. Who do you reckon's coming out on top with that?
You've got to go with the two favorites. I'd say Okada or Tanahashi. I think Okada will win Block A, but I think he'll lose to whoever's in Block B.
Okay.
But it could be Tanahashi. They could go with someone completely different. Like a few years ago, Hiroki Goto got to the finals.
Yeah.
Carl Anderson is a G1 finalist.
Wow.
So it could If the person in Block B is winning, then they could set up someone. You could set up Jay White or set up Evil in Block A, and then,
as we know, they're very hot on Evil as well.
They do like Evil.
So who knows? Will Evil give Okada? Will he beat Okada again?
Two G1s in a row.
Yeah.
Evil over Okada.
Be interesting. That would be interesting to see when it comes up. But I'd have to go with Okada as well. He's had this amazing title reign and has kind of solidified himself as the best in the world.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be close. It's going to come down to like literally a draw between like one person's going to have a draw. It's going to come down to like 1 point.
And we were saying about setting up someone for the future. If you want to set up Jay White, we were saying yesterday that he's just lost the US title, and usually before a G1, if you drop a title, it's because you're going to do well in the G1.
So yeah,
because you've lost that title, it makes people think, well, maybe they're setting them up for the world title in January.
Well, it could. Who knows? So that is Block A, and we shall move on to Block B. And your rundown of participants for Block B are Hiroki Goto, Kota Ibushi, Tomohiro Ishii, Tetsuya Naito, Kenny Omega, Juice Robinson, Zack Sabre Jr., Sanada, Tama Tonga, and Toru Yano. Got through that pretty easily. This one I have to kind of say is my more exciting side of the draw.
There's a few more big names here.
Yeah, like you've got Bushi, Ishii, Naito, Omega. I'm going to throw Juice Robinson in there as well because he's just won the US title. For me, Zack Sabre Jr. as well. And also, I mean, Tama Tonga's just made this big kind of statement as well on behalf of Bad Luck Fale. But this is huge. I mean, the biggest name coming out, like the biggest matchup straight away is Omega Ibushi.
Absolutely, which has been saved for the very last night of the final, the night before the very last match.
Which is fair enough. Which
Omega
to
Ibushi.
Me screams that the winner's taking it.
Yeah,
the winner's taking it. So I mean, it's coming down. Although I see that screams that to me. But my pick for this entire thing is Naito. I'm adamant. I was saying this last night. I'm adamant it's going to be Naito.
That's my issue with this block. Is that if you're having Omega Ibushi,
although Naito's having the weirdest year.
He just lost to Chris Jericho.
And he lost to Omega at Wrestle Kingdom as well. But he's like
Okada.
But he's still Okada even. Like he's still.
He was out in the first round of the New Japan Cup.
Like
lost to Zack Sabre.
It's like you know how WWE like I think it was no, it's not how WWE do it, but it's like it was how I think OSW described it once because of what happened with Daniel Bryan that they just kept suppressing him.
Yeah,
and he just got more popular. That WWE have gotten into this frame of mind as that's how you book people. I think that's how they were describing how WWE were booking Bayley, I think. And they were saying like they think like that's WWE think that's how you get somebody over. You just suppress the hell out of them. But the thing is with Naito is that Naito got over anyway, became really popular, won last year's G1, and has had a shitty 2018. He's not. So I don't know whether this is like a long term. But I mean, Gato's got a plan. But I mean, like it just seemed to be this unwavering support for Naito, no matter where he comes out or goes. So obviously they're still doing something right.
Like, even in the US, he was ridiculously popular.
Yeah,
because it was Naito and Okada in a tag match, and Naito is much more on the crowd side, or the crowd are on Naito's side.
Yeah, I think this is also the cool thing with New Japan is that like a lot of these like like us and America were only just starting to get to see these stars in person. Like the only other time they'd have come over as imports, and like I've done a couple of shows.
Yeah.
But like for the whole rosters to come over, like that's cool.
It's like Ishii comes over now and again, and Suzuki come over now and again. But to bring them all over,
exactly.
A New Japan focused show
is huge. And there's still that awe about it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Whereas with WWE, I feel so overexposed to them all, especially because they're on my TV screen every week. They're on my social media feed 24/7. I'm just like, guys, chill out. I really like, you know. I mean, the thing that sucks about WWE is I can't take a break from it because of because of FedWatch. That's the biggest fuck up going. But I mean,
did you hear? This is not a New Japan related point, but on Monday on Raw, Monday the 10th.
Yeah, 2 days.
9th. Monday the 9th.
Yeah.
The third hour of Raw was the lowest rated Raw ever.
Wake up, you dickheads! Moving on.
And like,
this is why we're talking New Japan. This is why.
The second lowest, it was going up against like Monday Night Football and something else. This time it was going up against American Ninja Warrior.
Oh, man, you can just tell that. Like, the thing is though, is that they probably don't care about ratings at this point because they just care about the money.
Sign that
it's
massive deal.
Money. Anyway,
back to
G1.
B block.
B block, block B. Zack Sabre Jr. I've obviously got to bring up my British boy. Had an incredible match with Okada. It was so good in Manchester. I'm looking forward to watching him against Omega. Against Ibushi would be a very good one.
Oh yeah.
For him. Trying to think of Goto and Ishii, just for the strong style. Toru, I mean, whenever Yano gets in the ring, it's always brilliant. But I mean,
I'm looking forward to there's 2 Yano matches that I want to see.
Go on,
and that's versus Kenny and versus Kota.
Yeah, his one against Kenny's going to be hilarious.
Because Omega and Ibushi, both used to work in DDT, Dramatic Dream Team, which is not the most serious promotion in the world. They both wrestled blow up sex dolls.
Oh, is it this one?
And there's clips of Kota Ibushi like moonsaulting someone on a lilo in the middle of a lake.
Amazing.
And it's like, if these two channel the comedy stuff from earlier with Yano, it could be amazing. Yeah,
absolutely. I'm well looking forward to that.
And also Yano, a lot of the times he's renowned in the G1 for playing spoiler, in that he'll lose most of his matches, but he'll catch one big name off guard with a quick roll up. So he might take some points off Naito. He might roll up Kenny.
Yeah.
He could roll up Kota Ibushi and take some points off them.
They are the big 3 names in that block, aren't they? Ibushi, Naito, and Omega.
Absolutely.
You can't really fancy anybody else other than them 3. Which is going to be interesting because because if the champion wins, he picks his own opponent, doesn't he?
He does.
Which is this is what I was going to say before. Is that I wouldn't mind it if Omega won and it's like, right, like, you know, I'm on top of this company, like, you know, with this belt, but I've beaten the best to win it. I've got to prove that I'm the best now. Bring out, you know, I want the ace. I want Tanahashi at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
I could well believe that happening. That is just obviously if he holds the belt up until then. But I mean, obviously, if he wins the belt, if he wins the G1, does he then not have any title defenses until then?
Well, in the G1, if one of these people pins Kenny in the non-title G1 match, they get a title shot.
Very true.
That's what happened last year. Evil pinned Okada,
and he got
non-title, so he gets a title shot. So
this is true. Yeah, I forgot that's how New Japan worked out. But yeah,
so they might have Naito pin Omega in the G1.
Yeah.
Naito beats Omega for the title. Okada wins the G1. We get Okada Naito
again
that no one saw coming.
Amazing. So they're pretty much all the standout matches from. You alright?
Yeah, caught to the sofa.
Oh shit.
The opening main event for B block B is Kenny Omega versus Tetsuya Naito.
Cool.
Which was the semi-final 2 years ago and the final last year. And according to Big Bad Dave Meltzer,
Big Bad Dave,
they've never not had a 5-star match.
Oh, okay then.
The semi-final from 2 years ago was 5 stars. Last year's final was 5 3/4.
Oh, of course it was.
Yeah, because we were going mental.
Of course it was.
So you're guaranteed at least 5.
At least 5
between Naito and
I mean,
Omega on
do
opening
you not
night.
think that like his expectations has to go into it as well? It's like he's expecting it to be good. Therefore, when it lives up to that certain standards, you can set a match any sort of standard, and it lives up to wherever. So I mean, like, but anyway, I mean,
maybe like he's got a high standard, and then when they exceed it, he's like, well, I'm gonna have to just give them over 5 now.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe they exceeded his maybe that 6-star and 7-star exceeded his expectations.
Yeah.
Insane.
I think we've had a few Ishii matches, some strong style against Naito and Goto.
Yeah.
Also, Goto and Omega, the final from 2 years ago when Kenny won it. And and some more faction warfare. A match we don't see very often. The leader of Los Ingobernables de Japón, Naito, versus Sanada. Sanada, we haven't talked about Sanada because he's not going to win.
No, we haven't talked about Sanada or Tama Tonga really, because we
haven't talked about Tama Tonga. We'll come to Tama in a second.
We'll come to Tama Tonga in a
second.
second.
But 2 LIJ people going at it. Does it probably only ever happens in the G1? So that's
quite cool. Tama Tonga versus Kenny.
That's July 21st. And there's going to be some bad blood between them now.
Isn't there just? That's going to be very interesting.
That could be a match Kenny loses.
Yeah, could be. With like an assist or something going to someone.
Yeah, the return of Farley.
Yeah. Something like it. It's just going to be. I'm proper hyped for this now. I'm really hyped. So hyped. I again just want to underline like I think Omega said he didn't want to do it this soon, but I do want to just leave Block B before we talk about like who's going to go through and stuff. I do want to just underline again Ibushi versus Omega. It's a shame it's happening so soon without the proper build that it deserves. But these two, and they can put on an incredible match. And the storytelling is gonna be off the fucking charts.
Because I don't think they've faced each other since the DDT days. There's never been a New Japan match of Ibushi versus Omega.
Really? Oh my god! Right, moving on before I get overexcited.
Everyone thought that would be the main event of Wrestle Kingdom, and now they're doing it now. It's like, it probably won't be, unless it goes to a half-hour draw. In this match, and then say Ibushi wins,
or Ibushi rolls up Omega, gets a title shot later down the line.
Yeah,
before Wrestle Kingdom. Who knows? It's gonna be fun. So, who is your pick to win Block B?
You kind of converted me around to Naito, to be honest.
Have I?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's another one, you just can't count him out. He's so popular.
He's brilliant.
He shovels more merch than Bullet Club in Japan.
Shit. Yeah. No. Well. I'm fully going with Naito to win it, and then we get a rematch of Wrestle Kingdom for the final. Okada versus Naito.
Could happen. I'm gonna go for Ibushi.
Oh, okay.
He's probably the favourite going in.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick with him. I'm going to go with Kota Ibushi.
To win
Block B.
Okay, so you've got Ibushi to win Block B. I've got Naito to win Block B. You've got... Who did you pick to win A?
I can't remember. You'll have to... It was Okada or Tanahashi.
Okay, I went with Okada. Okay, well, let's pair those 4. So you've got a potential out of those 4 that we think. We're either thinking Okada versus Ibushi. Amazing.
I don't think that match has ever happened, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Or it might have happened once. But a few years ago.
Okay. When Okada wasn't at its peak. And neither was Ibushi, I would imagine.
It's probably shortly after Ibushi came in. Okada was probably champ.
Fair. Okada versus Naito, potentially. Rematch from Wrestle Kingdom 12, which I firmly think is what's happening. Or Tanahashi versus Ibushi. Could be interesting.
Oh, that'd be good. That would
be interesting. or Tanahashi versus Naito.
That would also be good.
So we shall see. So that is
The honest answer is we have no idea.
no idea. It's so open. It's anybody's game, and that is why this is brilliant. Like going into I think that's why people like Money in the Bank. Because it genuinely you don't know who's going to win. And it's like situations like this where you genuinely don't know who's going to win. And the layout of it all is spectacular. The storylines that are weaving in and out as well. Just absolutely fantastic. Cannot wait for this to get started.
The last time
2 days' time.
Okada faced Ibushi in singles competition.
Oh, here we go.
Was March 2014.
Oh, 4 years ago.
Big Bad Dave gave it 4 3/4.
They can do better than that now.
Yeah. Weak sauce.
So
Average at best.
Average at best. So that is that. We cannot wait for the G1 to start up in 2 days' time. We're going to try and come up with an actual name for this by the time it comes out. We're going to name it something, but if you're listening to this and you've got a better name for it, drop it down and we'll send you our thanks. I don't know, we could do something nice, I guess, if somebody does actually if someone does actually come up with a better name than we can by the time this goes out. So that is our G1 Climax 2018 preview. We will do a review after it's all said and done.
Very end of the tournament.
I'm going to have a notebook about friggin' the size of my head. I have to start a new notepad for New Japan. That's what's happening. I keep notepads for everything, for a few good marks and for other things as well, for official wrestling junk. So I'm gonna have to start a brand new one for New, just to keep up with the fucking G1.
Yeah.
So anyway, that is that. Thank you for listening. We hope we haven't rambled on. It's only a quick half an hour. It's nice.
That's good.
Nice little jaunt. So thank you very much for listening. And we will see you in August when we do our review. My voice has gone really high pitched. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.